Haunted Hottie has a new brother in-game in the form of Haunted Knight, but unfortunately he's paid only right now. This is so sad, guys. This is like the saddest thing that's ever happened, but I'm sure he'll become available at some point, or we can trade for him, but I would love to have him right now. But anyway, that is not why we are here today. We do have a couple of things that I want to talk about. First thing I am going to mention is that you may have noticed, but now you only need to get to lap 15 to qualify in the Has race, which is pretty nice. The other thing related to High Ascended Supreme is that you'll see that there is actually a new collection in the Dragon Book, and it's called The Ascended, and you'll see that you'll need all the Ascended Dragons, including High Ascended Supreme, and the reward is basically this. If you're wondering what this is, it's a decoration. It's not good. But we've got the Cedar Dragon, we've got gems, gold, food, we've got some XP, and pretty much nothing. So this is pretty useless. However, the thing that's not useless is if we take a look here at the skins for Hazass, you'll see that there is a new skill skin in the form of the Supreme skill skin. And now this one actually looks pretty sick. And it seems like what they've done is they've fused High Ascended Supreme with High Void Eternal. So, you know, he's got that Cthulhu looking ass, tentacle face and such. But as it says here, the Supreme skill skin, by simply owning the skin, your dragon's overall damage stat and life points will be boosted by 30%. Let's restart the game. Get the Supreme skill skin by completing the Arc of Ascension collection from June 20th to July 18th. So there will indeed be a separate collection going on very shortly with more insignias, I'm assuming. So get prepared for that if you really want to pick up this skill skin. But do remember that when we are considering skill skins, if you get this skill skin, your opponents will always have the skill skin. However, if you don't get the skill skin yourself, your opponents won't get it either. So unless you plan on E5ing your High Ascended Supreme and using this skin, you may not actually want to pick it up, but it's up to you. It's the reason why I've always been against them. Of course, High Ascended Supreme at this point, he's got multiple skill skins, like we've got the golden one, we got the purple one, and now we've got the demon one. So there is that as well. So they're definitely putting a lot of thought and effort into this Has event, the Has race and everything. And the other thing that I did want to mention specifically about the race is that you may have noticed, like, I'm not talking about this node in particular, but all the breeding and hatching nodes and such. And actually, yeah, some of the league battles as well, it is just kind of extreme what they're requiring from us. But now that they've changed the lap qualifiers to lap 15, I would not be surprised if anything related to the breeding and hatching changes either. So I was saying to people, look, it looks pretty bad right now, but I'm half expecting them to change something about this event because later on the nodes look ridiculous, to be honest with you. Currently I'm on lap 7, as you can see. We've got lap 6, lap 4s, but what's going to matter is what your progress is like, say, in 2 weeks' time. It doesn't really matter what your progress is like right now, because there's still 13 days of the event, pretty much. So you've got plenty of time to screw up, do really well, stay consistent, whatever you decide to do. But yeah, especially if you are going to go for the skill skin or the collection, you may want to consider picking up as many orbs as possible. Maybe it'll give you some sort of incentive to come first, get to lap 15, get the dragon. But yeah, we got some cool stuff happening, I guess you could say. So there is that. I do also have my 60 chest to open up, so I might as well open it up while you're here with me rather than alone. Give me another berserker, please. That's not Maeve. Are you kidding me? I just got this full drop. Have I seriously gotten 2 full drops of Maeve berserker now? I mean, the question when you get ×2 drops of the same dragon is, are you either going to rank it up and recall for the orbs to trade, or do we just use them to empower? Oh, I mean, it's good, but it could have been a different berserker. Why? Why does the game do this? Like, literally, it's the only berserker that I own. Why would the game do this to me? So now that we've got our duplicate Maeve berserker, I guess we have a lot of stuff to mess around with. We've got this berserker to rank up. We've got the second Maeve berserker to rank up. So I guess it's going to be Maeve 1 and Maeve 2 in the hood right now. Oh dearie me. This game, sometimes the luck. It's like it kept giving me Colossus Eternal at some point. Like if I look at my Colossus Eternal, you'll see that he's E2, and I did actually trade out tons of his orbs. It's because I just kept getting orbs and duplicates of him during his event, which was insane. So sometimes you will just run into stupid luck like that. Whether it's a good luck or bad luck, I don't know, but it's just silly. It's very, very silly. But anyway, in terms of the offers, there's not really much else to note, but you can see the spiked leatherback in there. You'll be able to see the Haunted Knight in there as well. But aside from that, we are just going to be grinding out. Windows still doesn't have ads fixed, so that's fantastic. We are still making progress in the Maze Island as well. You'll see that right now we are about to pick up this black key. There is a meteorite just a bit below this. However, I am trying to prioritize getting as many of these insignias as I can to try and get some of the other berserkers. Like, whatever, I don't care about the skill skin, I don't really care about high white tip, but I do just like getting dragons. So my main focus is just getting the other berserkers. I think I may change my mind depending on quests or whatever, but I probably won't. So I'm probably going to end up using those orbs to trade out for other berserkers, because, you know, berserker one-to-one is fair. And I do like doing fair trade, so that's probably what I'm going to be doing. But you can see we've got the ×7 insignias there, and then after that, it is quite a while until the next meteorite. I don't know if I'll go for that one. Maybe I'll go for that one, and then we can swap to a different path. But for now, we've got our orange path with this meteorite here as well. So that's going to be like 600-ish currency, so we can get that whenever. But man, oh man, I thought that I would at least update you with what is currently ongoing at the moment. We have actually gotten Beauregard to E4 now, so he's currently empowering, and we do actually have a summon happier. Every time I open quest now, the game breaks. It's actually nuts. You'll see that also, because I've already got High Ascender Supreme, we are now on stage 6. So we might as well get everything that we can out of this. If we're going to get bonus orbs from the event, then yeah, we're going to get those as well. Might as well get some random ranking up on Maeve while I'm here. I could probably do better if I put a different, like, level 30 dragon or level 40 dragon in here just to weaken them, but it's fine. Oh, look at him using his Turbo Shock. You're not supposed to have that ability. Why does he have that? I thought that that was just a bug. I thought it was meant to be a bug anyway. Well, some of these games. Oh, I'm going to be so sad seeing the Haunted Boy in there. Oh, he's so lovely, Haunted Knight. Oh, rest in peace. Again, just like with Haunted, they released him at some point later on, so with this boy, I'm sure they'll release him later. I hope, and I pray. So there is that, but anywho skis, for now, I guess we continue on with our regular grinding. I am summoning Arcana Tower because it's Summon Happy Hour. We can also do summons for like Terra Dragons for, what's it called? Our Divine Pass, because we still have to summon at least 2 more after this boy. We could always do that with Terra Dragons after this summon is done, but that's just something to consider. But yeah, in the Empower section, you'll see that Beauregard is currently at E4, and that means that if we do want to get these ranked up and used, just in case we've got the Heroic Guard coming up, we can do that. But in general, I was gonna go for E4, E5 on Beauregard anyway, just because I need the light element, and he has the light element, and he's a decent support, so win-win for me. That's why Beauregard is my first focus. I do really like some of the other guards though, so we might do those eventually, we'll see. I guess we will sit here and do this Wizard's Hollow today. I did die on room 3 before, so let us see where we get with this hexed one. Now with this Hollow, I've mentioned it before, but you can try and do as well as you can in this, but it is RNG at the end of the day, and since we do have the Heroic Marathon ongoing, at the moment, things are changing, might not be as bad, so I wouldn't recommend wasting too many gems. I'm normally willing to waste 5, just to see what sort of drops we get, but, you know, running into a wizard that early is never fun. But, you know, if we can spend 5 gems and get, say, a gem chest out of it, that's at least 25 gems, right? I mean, I doubt it's going to happen, because we're probably going to, yeah, run into a wizard on 6. That is as bad as you could possibly get, and it's already 10. Screw that, I'm not wasting any more gems. I've already been wasting some on Empower, Skip, only like once I think, or twice. So that's why my gems have taken a big hit. I've not actually spent that many in this Heroic race, and as you can see, I'm currently waiting on the League battles because these should be ready to fully refresh in a second anyway, but Anywho skis, we shall see how we go with this heroic race. I don't really want to be spending 24 gems every time for league battles, and that's where the big cost is this time. Looking at some of the later nodes, it does seem currently that they are just very expensive because of the amount of league battles, and then I'm not sure if you've noticed it, but all the breeding and hatching that you have to do is like mind-numbing. But be reminded that when it comes to breeding and hatching, you cannot use auto-clickers in this game, so you gotta do it the old-fashioned way with your good old-fashioned rebreeding of your non-empowered terrors, because if you use an auto-clicker, don't be surprised if you get banned or, you know, I guess a suspension or anything like that, because it's not allowed. You gotta do all the clicking yourself. Gotta be all manual hard work. Not that it's hard work, but basically hard work, so... yeah, there is that. In terms of the collections, we're just going to keep grinding these bad boys out. We've got birthday collection, which I'm making decent progress on. We're probably not going to make it another 50, but we'll at least make some progress, get some extra mythical jokers, then we can empower our ambition karma again, which Amber's actually been quite useful in this, especially against any light dragons, because even though ambition karma hasn't been ranked up yet, especially when we go against light dragons, even just one block, if it happens, can be really, really useful. So we are trying to get as much as we can out of Amber now that she's here with us. And I guess we will use our Cosmic Detto to blow up this Titan, end his life, pretty much. But yeah, trying to get rank ups through Arena isn't always the easiest. You can do certain things to make it a little bit more likely, and like this one, we should be able to do it so that our Karma Dragon can easily get this, but I'm considering whether I just want to start putting the perks on Ambition Karma right now, because I'm definitely going to take Ambition Karma to E5. And with Karma Dragons, just in case you're not sure what you'd normally put on them, you'd normally put as many like health perks and Phoenix perks as you can on them. Main reason for that just being that you want them to block as much as possible. It feels like a bit soon to put it on a dragon that's not ranked up yet and not actually, you know, at E5 yet. But, you know, the health perks will definitely help somewhat. We've got some Reaper perks, we've got some Phoenix perks. I guess we will stack a couple of health perks on them for now, because again, I'm gonna end up putting them on anyway. I'm actually gonna put 10 on there. 10 extra anyway. And I'm actually just gonna put one on now just to help us, so... we could put some breeding perks on. I'm going to put a single one on there because I've got 160 plus of them. I don't need them. So Amber can have a breeding perk as well. Don't you like that, Amber? We'll see if we get any other character perks anytime soon, but Amber is definitely breedable, so we will stick with that for now. But that's generally what we'd put on Karmas. I guess there could be some exception cases, but I don't think it's really worth it. I'd rather just go with this. And then, of course, we've got Barry. Once he's done empowering, we should probably throw the same perks on him as well. So I should save at least some health perks for him. And again, he will be very useful during light arenas also. I guess that's the only problem, that while he's busy empowering and while we're low on food, we're not going to be able to use him straight away in this arena. But once he's done... tasty, tasty boy. Actually, what are all of his elements again? I forget. Okay, we can use him in M1 anyway, but... obviously, he needs to finish his empowerment first, so there is that. But we are going to see a big boosty on our capabilities in this arena as soon as we get him out as well. But you'll see that thanks to skill-based matchmaking, most of my enemies end up being like level 50 to level 60, some level 70s, but my team can generally deal with that, especially since Roxy isn't level 70 yet. So that is lovely. It seems to be balancing out quite well, and I'm enjoying it quite a bit. So, I guess for now that you are aware, if you weren't already aware, of the new skill skin, I would just say try your best with this race. I hope that you can get everything out of it that you can. And it is a very cool skin. It really is a cool skin. So, I hope that it is doable, even for free-to-plays possibly, but you're probably going to need the Ascendeds. And if you need the Ascendeds, well, you can try and trade for them in advance possibly, but... you know, Ascendeds at the moment aren't the easiest to get. If you remember, there was a bug with a Wizard's Hollow a while ago, and people got, like, many Ascendeds for way too cheap. And then they patched that rather quickly, but for those of us that did not have enough gems to grind out that hollow and take advantage of it, of course we're sitting here without many ascendeds at all. But, you know, I've already got 3 of them. I've got some trades lined up with people as well, but then we've got the others that we need to get the orbs for if we want to have any chance at some sort of collection. And I guess we could get the free 15 gems for this and the decoration. Fantastic. It's like so useless. Oh, you get a decoration and 15 gems. Wow, that's game changing. I'm definitely not being sarcastic there, but anyway, for now, I hope that you keep grinding it out. Oh, I do love Moonshade. He's quite a cool dragon actually, but anyway, for now, I hope that you're aware of everything. Good luck with your race and have fun.